Means RS Sea Tiger dan RS Interface.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Navy of Singapore in this parade.
Mereka adalah pengkandung dari aparat dunia dalam ekonomi. Mereka diturunkan dari USS Sovereignty dan USS yang dikomandoi oleh Sovereignty Israel.
We are near Maduraweg, number 17, and the canal here is pretty dirty, as you can see. The house number 17 is completely hidden at the gate, so I cannot get it. There is the number, as you can see, but I cannot film much about it. It is not so interesting. Baby! This is the baby of number 36. Nice people. I'll wait for the baby. Yes. Nice baby. Look at this. Nice little baby. This is number 35. A gynecolog is living here. It's fully zoomed now. Difficult, trembles a bit. And you see the house, Maduraweg 35. It's a nice house. Garage on the side. and the number is just here. I think it's just here. The 5 has fallen away, but yeah, it's just there, above the black one. So this is a nice house, and it lights inside, people still living there. We are at the Field of Honor in Jakarta. The Queen has just arrived a few minutes ago. She passed me on the way. We'll have a look at the ceremony in a minute. She is now arriving. Next to this. We'll have a look at some of the graves. We have here the writing below the flag. The flag is up. Proceeding towards the place. She's probably going to places. Path. She must be tired in the heat. I don't know, already done so much this morning after arrival. The president, lunch with him, is now paying honor to those who have fallen. Close up from the Rath, the Queen has just got here. Beatrix and Klaus, once again. There is a good view of the skyline of Jakarta from here. I'm just making a good shot of it. Apparently there is a building boom everywhere. Large new buildings are appearing. Last view of the place. The crowd at the entrance of the church, the chapel. Clock tower. Beautiful garden just outside. This impressive gentleman played the drum too. Everybody is racing around to get the Queen in the picture, and also to, because it's all happening very fast. Something very fast. This has, the man you see now has been my host in Chipoli, Mr. Stephen Dean, talking to a friendly lady. And this other man to the right is a Dutch guy living in Jakarta. With him I'll be around tomorrow a little bit in Jakarta Kota. So they are now talking together. bit better with the anti-light position. It has been rather easy to get in here, even without an official invitation. We just sneaked in with the crowd. And we are waiting for the Queen to reappear in a minute or so. She's leaving now, you can just see her head. That's all I can do for the moment. I'm now left behind by myself. All the people have now gone with the Queen and other visitors. But I would like to film a little bit. A beautiful garden. It reminds you a bit of that place in Spain, Alhambra. And here in that place they have the wall openings, and they have probably ashes of people who died in the 40 years. They are probably all Knil people. I can't film them all, it's too many. There are these interesting glass paintings. I feel that those are the men from the Dutch television who have made a reportage of this happening. Just a few minutes ago, Klaus, Beatrix and apparently Willem-Alexander have put their signatures in this book. In the chapel there is also an exhibition of children's drawings. I will shoot a few for you. No comment on this one. Last shot in the church. You can read this. Just now the television people are also filming the signature of Beinhard and Klaus and Willem-Alexander, as I can see. Another shot of the far away Jakarta buildings, high-rise buildings and all constructions in progress. The dead and the modern world behind. Six people in one grave, maybe. 3 people in one grave. Graves, the national flag and new high-rise buildings on the side. And in between all these graves, the one of General Spoor. In the distance, the red and white Indonesian flags, and yeah, before this incredible large building, the red, white and blue. Now we conclude this visit with the last shot of the adjacent cemetery. Flowers in the tree, in the church, the chapel. Het park is begrensd, de begraafplaats is begrensd door nogal wat armoedige woningen. Maar 4 jaar geleden waren die grote bouwsels er nog niet, die we nu zien. Wat bloemen daarvoor. Op de achtergrond zijn enorme stukken, enorme grote gebouwen in de aanbouw. En rondom deze begraafplaats Dan hier nogmaals de skyline van Jakarta, althans het deel ervan. En dat was een boom. Television program news.
This is the 6th report from TVRI's English news service, bringing the latest news from throughout the world. Good evening, this is the 6th report from TVRI's English news service, bringing the latest news from throughout the world. Holland's Queen Beatrix arrives in Jakarta, beginning a 10-day visit to Indonesia. Tempers run high as the Israeli cabinet debates the water shortage problem for the West Bank.
4 British soldiers are killed in a helicopter crash in Croatia. We take a look at the world's richest slot tournament in Las Vegas. Now the news in detail.
Holland's Queen Beatrix arrived this afternoon in Jakarta to begin her 10-day visit to Indonesia.
The Fokker plane carried the Queen and her husband, Prince Klaus, the Crown Prince William Alexander, as well as 17 Dutch businessmen, one of the largest entourage ever to visit Indonesia. The Queen was originally scheduled to arrive in Indonesia on August 17th to witness the 50th Independence Day ceremony, but many former Dutch military officials serving during the occupation period protested the plan. Controversy also arose when a certain party asked that Queen Beatrix publicly apologize to the Indonesian government and its people for Holland's 250-year colonization of the country. Another case which surfaced concerns the massacre in Bala Gede, but Minister Mudiono quickly answered that Indonesia does not want to open any old wounds. Tonight, President Suharto will hold a reception for the royal entourage, which will be broadcast live to Holland.
Tempers run high during yesterday's
Hier on Papahila, the day August 22nd, it's a busy day. Just show you the old Dutch city hall. Well preserved, although it is a museum, but I'm not in the mood to go inside and run around in there. So we'll just have a few things filmed from the outside. This is the famous gun about which there has been so much talk. Symbol of fertility. This is lying in the midst of selling stalls and shops outside. Just a quick one from the other side. Very lively and colorful out here. Nice place to be. This is the new Café Batavia, which I have already visited a couple of times before. So I'll go inside and have a look. This is a very popular cafe, restaurant. It's closed now downstairs this morning, just to give you an impression about the bar. The place is full with all possible pictures, photographs and rather modern paintings. That is one of them. I used to pick on a few. The old Batavia. Upstairs we find a photograph of Queen Juliana, probably her coronation. And when I move to the right, via this mirror, there is a grim looking Churchill there. And the wall full with different kinds of tabloids. And from the first floor, this is a nice view of the City Hall. I had the wrong lighting, so this is better. This is a lovely place. A small intimate dining room. What have you got there? Former president. And he is smiling and looking in the direction of a number of Dutch Governor Generals. Now which one are those? Just hang on. This one is the Kok. This one is the Jonge. He was the one before Starkenbach Staghouwer. And that one is Starkenborg. It's a bit grim, his face. And this one is anyone's guess. I just don't know. This house here, from a Dutch shape, is the Museum Wayang, and inside there is the grave of Peter Koen. So we'll have a look inside now. This is on display in the Museum Wayang. Just a few examples. The Dutch, one apparently is Mr. Schermerhorn, and the Indonesians. Just a few shots. Indonesian poppenkast. There certainly are beautiful pieces, all handmade, from straw and little pieces of wood. For example, this one. This is a complete different matter. An existing, most likely place of the grave of Jan Pieterszoon Koen. And one of the collected graveyard writings, 1652. Another one of those. The wife of Governor General van Uitvoering. History, history. We are now in the old Batavia, in the old part of the original Batavia. From the distance you can see the last old bridge, Dutch bridge in Batavia. This shot is a different one what the lighting is concerned, maybe a bit better. The river is not so clean and I just follow up this for a few buildings along the quays, old Dutch Trading Center. The old Japanese bank, Japanse bank, still very impressive. Traffic enormous. Can hardly speak because of the traffic noise. But many of you may recognize this building. Nice building, and it is safe from destruction. This very busy square is the station square. Many of you may recognize this shape of this station, Kota. We will now follow the side of it to the Portuguese church. Here we are at the former Molen Fleet, and we will pay a visit to the building of near the last most beautiful camping house which ever was built along this river. By the way, it is not a river, it is a canal, I believe. This is the other side. Incredible traffic both sides. Look at this one. And look at that one. This evening at 7 o'clock, Queen Beatrix will be here for a ceremony, because this building is a gift from the Dutch people or the Dutch government to the Indonesian people in respect of a complete restoration. So then she will probably finalize this or just open it officially. Dit beroemde tafereel boven de ingang stelt de allegorie van de hoop voor. It has to do with hope. And what do we see above it? This one. Unfortunately, I will not be allowed to enter the building. It is very beautiful inside. This is because of the visits tonight. Maybe not the Queen, as I said, just the ministers and important people. There's a dinner party. But I will try to film it again next year. One more shot of this building from a distance. It's backlight situation. The same without backlight. One of the two will be the better one. From Gambia Station you have this very nice look at the old village cave, now the Emmanuel Church. And this church is well preserved. Try to have a closer look at it. Another good view from this church. Apparently somebody is tuning the organ, which is still a classical type of organ. And interesting also are these balconies here. Oh, it is beautiful. Still fully preserved of this. Those are still original. I had a service here about 5-6 months ago on Sunday. There was a Dutch service. Not too quick. You then look at this, supported by kind of Greek type, Corinthian type of columns. And of course there is the cupola. people putting carpets down, fresh new ones, just preparation. This is very dark, so I don't know if I can really make it well. Oh, it's very difficult to film. Protestantse gemeente, started in 1740 something. Now all these names of these priests and reverends and domines. And then it goes, whoops, 18 something, 1850. De evangelische gemeente, that started, I cannot see it very well, but about 1600 so much. No, 1800 something. It went on 40, 37, 41, 40, 41, 42, and then it jumps to 45. And then we have still people here in 46 and later. Ploeger seems to be the flowers in the way there. The wooden doors to get in are huge. Look at this 8. It's incredible. It's incredible, really. This is a little Kali near the church, and you dirty. And you wonder how the fishes can still live here. But look, they are jumping, still jumping about happily. So there must still be some oxygen in the water. It's not very clean though. And it's not very clean. This is the very beautiful building of the Gedung Panchasila. And in the old days, colonial days, the Polish half of India house here. Now inside apparently there is an exhibition of 50 years diplomacy of Indonesia. So I'm going inside and try to find out what it is. The surroundings are not bad, beautiful buildings everywhere. Very modern. Very beautiful. Ministry of Foreign Affairs. I am pretty sure that where I am standing now, this huge, beautiful white hall, that this is the former Volksraad meeting place. They have made it now an exhibition room for the 50-year diplomacy exhibition, probably fixed up by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and it's very beautiful indeed. Now I just make a shot of this very famous old colonial setup. Beautiful candelabras, flags of many nations, Drapo, and still a lot of good old-fashioned hard teak to be seen. Now look at the seat where apparently Soprano Lens discussed his policy, which is shown here, the 5 most important rules. In this room I found the following document, which is really amazing. Now, of course I cannot film it all. Just this is the signature of the Queen. It was the end of the old days. Sticker. I tried once again, very close, so that now I'm sure it is in focus. Etc. 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 First representative of the Netherlands in Indonesia. And this has been in Jakarta on 27th December 1949. I think it's Mr. Loving signing the protocol. And then on the 28th of December, Sukarno enters for the first time the palace as a chosen president. And already on the 30th of December 49, the new American ambassador reports to Sukarno in the palace. This picture shows Mr. Loving on the 27th of December saying goodbye to Indonesia and to some of the staff just in front of the palace. This is the monument that he erected because of New Guinea when it was taken over by Indonesia. Breaking of the chain. On one side, the largest mosque in the world, and on the other side, Jakarta Cathedral. Cathedral of the Conto Church. It's the morning of the 23rd of August. Early morning, not yet 6 o'clock. The city is waking up. I'm filming this from the station of Gambia. In the distance you see the Willemskerk, the Regia Emmanuel illuminated, although I can't get it in focus because of the station thing which takes it away from me. Maybe now. Not easy. Continue now. Review the Monas is just coming up. Also like it. I'm sitting in a bedjack in Jakarta now. Just make a shot from the daily street life. It's pretty busy. I will repeat it from time to time. Also interesting to test shock effect of the camera. All this is not extremely exciting, but it just gives you an idea how it goes day in day out on the main roads. This is the shops on the side. Because it doesn't go so fast and it gives you a bit of fresh wind too, so it's quite enjoyable. Although I walked this morning more than 10 kilometers to get that feeling also. Now we come to a main crossing point. Sunset. The car takes the view. We are now going under this gate here. This is the palace of the governor. It's a nice building, colonial building. And next to the red and white flag, we see the red, white and blue flag. And it's because Beatrix is here today. Is it not amazing? There is also an interesting monument there. We're going into the left and once again our tricolor. Nou, blijkbaar hebben ze de vlag verkeerd opgehangen. Dan zit het rood langs de mast. This is a very busy main road in Jogja, from the railway station down. And there are literally hundreds of bedjacks waiting here for customers, and difficult to find, more offer than asking. And the small eating places along the road. Seems that they have put the flag straight, alright, as I see it now. So I made a mistake saying that before. This building is opposite the building of the governor, called Vredeburg. There is a nice row of buildings along this square. The Bank of Indonesia, a huge building, and then the post office, which is there. Just hang on a minute. The post office, which is considered a beautiful building of colonial style, and next to it there is the Bank BNI, also a colonial type building. Well kept all this, nice condition. And looking back towards the main street, it is all very busy and crowded. One of the large, colorful displays. Apparently there has been a lot of fighting in the years 48-49, be one of the freedom monuments. Thanks for your comment, it says. Bank of Indonesia building is indeed a very nice one. Look at this beautiful way it was constructed. And in pleasant shape, it's excellent. Below the entrance, you see a bit of drilling exercises. As I filmed before, on one side the entrance towards the Kraton, and this is the other side, and the entrance to the Sultan's Palace. Huge tree next to it, and then you can have a look over this wide field called Alun-Alun. Once again the tray, and in the distance all the people and traffic walking around Alun-Alun. It's a bit dark today, it's cloudy, so maybe it's not as light as I had hoped. Corner there, full zoom, horse-drawn carriages. Another group of marchers approaching. It's a bit full of military kind of exercise people. Look at this. This under the big tray gives apparently instructions how to do it. Lessons. Now, there they go again. Girls and boys mixed. And then behind there, nota bene, a small elephant. 2 elephants. More a close-up of the Sultan's Palace, which I'll try to visit the day after tomorrow. I can maybe make some shots inside. This is the bird market, at least a part of it. You can hear the noise of the animals all around. It's not such a very nice place though. Certainly it's a bit dark here. The camera seems to pick it up alright. Birds in a small cage. Cock fighting. Even monkeys jumping up and down. Small doggies in cages. Grain ducks. Food for the birds. Rice mixed with ants. Lots of empty cages, but inside it is not so nice. From this distance, the first view of the temple. It is now early in the morning, about 6 o'clock. We are, as you will understand, approaching the Borobudur temple. From here there is a slightly better view, distance view of the temple. So many tourists have already arrived at 6 o'clock that it will hardly be possible to film at or near the temple without getting tourists in the picture. And you can see this now when I zoom in, that those tourists are already waiting to get in there and climb already with various steps up. You see the Buddhas in the openings there sitting. It's been a lot of work to restore that temple, and it still looks from the distance a bit weird. Now we have a better view of the temple, much closer. You see, some of the Buddhas have no head. I've heard that a long time ago, say about 20 years ago, there has been a kind of attack by Muslims, Islam people, and they did that what we call a beeldenstorm. Now, it would be interesting maybe to later to also film a little bit of the details, because higher up on the top is the Nirvana. Like we in life try to get better all the time, so you will have that feeling when you climb the stairs. Now, this one still has a head, but this one hasn't. And this also hasn't. It's another pity you have been kicked off. Oh. This one hasn't. And that one hasn't. What this one has. This is a nice one. Let us have a look of some of the details below. Looks like Queen Victoria, that person. No erotic things, like in certain Indian temples. There he is again. This is much zooming though. It is all rather harmless, this. But it belongs to the lower part of life, where all the pleasures and all the things we shouldn't do are still involved. Oh, interesting. This is a nice little one. See, here you can see the gradual build up to a higher level. Those figures have been badly damaged by weather, sunshine and time. An elephant in the picture, elephant. The stone is now more yellowish. Those are much better preserved. It's a nice one, this. Apparently they are fragments on the life of the Buddha. And so it goes on and on and on. You can't film it all. Even a boat appears here. The Buddha teaching. Elephant and horse. Another boat. Interesting one again. Sometimes one wonders what is going on. Monkeys displayed. Even a wagon is appearing here. It goes fairly steep upwards. We are now on the second platform, so that things are getting a little bit more serious. By the way, all these stones have been cleaned by Dutch and French archaeologists and, you know, UNESCO workers. Take that one with backlight. Ooh, getting very dark. Not so easy. This one the nose cut off. This is a nice picture. Nice view of the edges. Here's the view onto the main stupa. Nirvana. Now we are on the third terrace, so we are already going up to a better life. More serious matters. Voila. We are now on the fourth terrace. I wonder if they let the rainwater out. Oh, this is a better light on it. Deze ziet er nogal zelf genoegzaam uit. En deze dan weer veel vriendelijker. You can see here how all the stones have been put together. A nice contrast. The old Buddhist world and the modern world. These have badly suffered from weather. Look at that one, feeding somebody. Looks like it. Let's go up to the stupas now. There is one, and you can put your hand through the hole and try to touch the Buddha inside, and if you touch it, if you can touch it, your wish will be fulfilled. Yesterday Queen Beatrix and also Prince Willem-Alexander tried this. Has been on Indonesian television. Yesterday the Queen was here. The terrace with the stupas. And then from up here you have a look over the jungle and the neighboring countryside. It's just as it has been 30 years ago when I've been here the first time, for the first time. There is still a Buddha face inside, maybe a Buddha head on the body, maybe you can see it. In the distance some flowers in the tray. There's pretty much jungle over there. A shot with backlights this time. This is the last view over the palms in the far distance. Two attempts of the whole temple. One normal light with normal light. And one with backlight. I don't know how it will be. Some flowers which can be found near the temple.
On this side and Thailand also. This side, right?
Some photographs about the restoration work. Apparently the cleaning of the Buddha images. Not a joke how much it got damaged over the years. It has been built over a mold, a smoke mountain. The temple has been built over a mold. This is another temple near Borobudur. Once again, this is the Candi Manut.
Nee, Mendut.
Mendut.
M-E-N-D-U-T.
Yeah, you hear real Brabants next to me because the sister speaks Dutch from Brabant. It is Candi Mendut, and inside is a Buddha statue which we are going to have a look at now. Let's get it a bit closer. En wat is er toen gebeurd?
Nou, opgenomen in het ziekenhuis.
Oh ja, ja.
En met infuus. Dus
u bent al in Indonesië vanaf 1948?
1948. Ja.
En bent u nu Indonesisch geworden?
Indonesisch geworden in 1951.
Zo zeg, wat leuk.
Ja. Dus ik...
en u bent uit Uden?
Ja. En daarna ben ik 18 jaar in Bandung geweest.